continuing on with this truck shopping process, you know you're getting close when you're getting tired. I've talked to multiple finance people. I've talked to multiple people who have trucks for sale, and I looked at a couple different trucks and multiple credit report inquiries, and talked to a salesperson. Now, this truck that I'm looking at in the background here is a 2022 Peterbilt 579 Epic series, 350,000 miles with an APU. So, working with the salesperson, I know what kind of tires it has on it. It's all virgin tires, which is good. Um, it does need a refrigerator, and we talked about the pure sine wave inverter a little bit. And then we talked about different warranty packages that are optional for the Peterbilt, which include the red oval certification warranty, in addition to the Cummins Encore Heavy Duty HD warranty, and then the possibility of bundling that with a chassis warranty. So we'll have to see what the final costs are, but the base price for the truck is $75,900, and then with the warranties that could add another 10 grand easily. So probably about $85,000 to $90,000 for this truck, but it would come with excellent warranty, and a Thermo King tri-pack APU, and only 350,000 miles, virgin tires. So I think it's a good value, good bang for the buck, but we are getting to this process where the energy level is coming down. I think we fought through all the different issues, scenarios, questions, talked to all the people. Now we just need to finalize the deal. I'll test drive it on Thursday or Friday, and then hopefully we'll get the financing approved by then, and then could have the truck as early as next week and start generating revenue. And it will include a grill guard on that as well, X-Guard XG 125 grill guard. So it would be a pretty nice setup, and with the warranty, if we can get as much warranty as we can, that's a reasonable cost, then that will be a really nice truck, with good warranty coverage. So, we'll have to wait and see. But I'll tell you, from the whole process of researching trucks and looking for a truck, I've been looking at trucks all summer long. It's coming to an end, thankfully. It gets exhausting after a while. It's very tiresome to research these trucks, compare and contrast the Freightliner Cascadia with the Peterbilt 579, and you're trying to get as much value for your dollar as you possibly can and protect yourself with the warranties as best you can. And you got to have a truck that's ready to go to work on day one, so you got to thoroughly check these trucks out, and when you are satisfied that all your conditions are met, then you're ready to ink the deal. But it is a process, and you have to work the process. There's no shortcutting it. You can't rush it. You got to take your time, be as thorough as you can. But I think in the end, when you've covered all the details and answered all the questions and reviewed all the warranty information, I think when you're ready to sign, you're going to be ready to go. It's like there's nothing else for you to research, nothing else for you to question. It's reached the decision time, the final moments, time to close the deal and put that truck to work. So I think that's where we're at in this process. It's a lengthy process, because I thought I was going to buy a Freightliner Cascadia and then from Crete, but the truck wasn't road ready. It wasn't ready to go to work on day one. So then I had to look for another truck, and I found this one for the same price, negotiated $4,000 off. So I guess you're paying less for this truck. And this truck has an APU, and the Freightliner did not. So I will say that, as you go through the process of buying a truck, always create options, always have another truck that you could take a look at. But I think after a period of time, you're going to get tired. You're going to get very exhausted. And that's when you probably are going to reach your decision point. It's like there's no sense of researching more trucks. There's no sense of trying to find more options. This is going to be probably the best option available for you. And if you spend any more time on it, now you're just wasting time. It's like, take it and run. You're not gonna, never gonna have 100% certainty on any decision you make. You make the best decision you make with the information you have at the time. And sometimes 75% of your answers is good enough. Do you need to have 100%? No. You need to have most of your answers, addressed, most of your questions addressed, and then, go with it. If you try to get 100%, you might as well just go buy a brand new truck. That's the only way you're going to get 100% guarantee on any truck. You do the best you can with the budget you're working with. So I'm working with a budget that is probably, $80 to $100,000. That's not going to be enough to buy a brand new truck. So that means I got to buy a used truck. Okay, well, I got to buy the best used truck I can find and get the most bang for that buck. So that's what this truck represents. It's the best truck I could find with the best warranties I can get that's within my budget. Now, if I spend another 2 months looking, I probably could find another truck that's slightly better, but not a whole lot better. And for the amount of time and effort that it would take to find a better deal, it's not worth it. Just take this one and run with it. It's good enough. You don't have to be perfect. You just got to be close. You don't have to be exact. It's just get as close as you can to an ideal situation. Good warranty, good truck, good mileage, good features, and then run with it. That's the important thing, is your productivity. It's going to be what's important. Can the truck do the job? I think so. I think this truck would be perfectly fine, and I'm probably only going to hold on to it for 2 years, and then I'll trade it in and get another one. So we're not looking for a forever truck. Yeah, so we're not going to go so nitpicky on a truck that we're only going to have for 2 years. We just need a good running truck that will do just fine over the next 2 years, not be overly expensive, have most repairs done under warranty. That's it. Don't have these grand expectations that this truck is gonna, I'm gonna have it for the next 5 years and take it up to 1,000,000 miles. No, I'm gonna take it up to about 600,000 miles. So I'm gonna trade it in. It already has 350,000 miles, so we're only talking about 2.5 years for this truck, and then that's it. Trade it in, get another one. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be good, a good, solid purchase. That's all we're looking for. And I think that's where we're at in the process. It's just like, okay, we've done our due diligence. Now it's time to close the deal and put the truck to work. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the internet.